So this is very glittery, this is very glam, this is very Nikki. Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So today I am doing a tutorial using the new collaboration with Nikki Tutorials and Too Faced, the Power of Makeup palette. I bought this last week when it came out and it is so beautiful. This isn't really going to be a first impressions, but I am going to give you my feelings on the palette and I will talk through it at the end. In case you haven't heard about this palette or this collection, I will check if it is still available, but it is $56 at Sephora, I think Ulta, and Too Faced online, and you get this palette with 9 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a contour bronzer shade, which is the chocolate bronzer by Too Faced. It is amazing. And this highlight. You also get a Too Faced Shadow Insurance eyeshadow primer. You get a full-sized Too Faced sketch marker, which is a marker gel liner thingy. Liquid liner. You get a limited edition Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in purple. Ooh. And Nikki and Too Faced made this new glitter for the collection called Glitterally, and it is so perfect. Oh gosh. Just spilled it everywhere. Okay. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So I'm just priming my face using the Wet n Wild Coverall Primer just to make sure that everything stays down. I am going to start with my eyes because it's going to be a pretty intense eye look. This is going to be something inspired by Nikki, so it's going to be glittery and dramatic and fun, so get ready. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of this Hourglass Ambient Light Correcting Primer. I got this from Sephora when I ordered the palette, so I figured I'd give it a try. Then I'm going to prime my eyes with the Shadow Insurance that comes with the collection. Okay, so now that we are all primed, we are ready to get started. So I'm going to be using basically everything out of this palette. The only thing that I'm not going to use is blush, but I will talk about that at the end. So starting off, I'm going to go in with Ivy, this pale shade right at the top. And why can I never find my brushes when I need them? Okay, so going in with Ivy, I'm just going to pack this from the lid up to the brow bone. And this is the perfect starter shade for pale people. Okay. So now going into my crease, I'm going to take Painkiller, this beautiful brown transition shade. I don't know how to do this without covering my face. So Painkiller, this beautiful brown shade right in the middle. It is a wonderful transition color. It's just so creamy and beautiful. And then blend. Okay, so now getting a little bit dramatic. I'm going to take Mystic Hour, this beautiful navy blue shimmer shade, and I'm going to pack this into my outer corner. Oh, and there's the fallout. Great. Beautiful. And then we're just going to blend that out. I don't know if it's my palette. I didn't hear bad things about Mystic Hour, but I feel like mine is super fallouty and it's going on patchy. I don't know if it's the brush I'm using or the area of my eye I'm trying to use it on, but I don't know what is going on. I'm not happy with this right now. So maybe it was the brush because that is much better. Okay, so maybe it was just the brush. It is really fallouty though. Fallouty. It has a lot of fallout. That's proper English. But that's why for like smoky looks like this, you do your shadow first. Okay, so I was not expecting this much fallout, so I went and got a makeup wipe. I'm gonna clean this up before we go any further. Okay, so now that the blue is where I want it, we're going to smoke it out with Wanted, the matte black shade. And I'm very glad that she decided to go with a matte black, because there are a couple palettes that I've purchased where they've decided to go with a shimmer black. And sometimes you just want a really good matte black eyeshadow. So I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm starting by packing this into my outer corner. And then we're gonna smoke it out. And by smoke, I mean blend. And we're just gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep doing this until it's at the intensity that I want it. So now that it is as smoky as I'm ready to get the outer corners, I'm going to start working on the inner corners. So I'm going to start off with Frosted Yum, this beautiful silver shade right here. And I'm going to take this on a very dense packing brush. This is a small little guy. And I'm going to pack this right in. And if you can see, I didn't take that shadow very far into my inner corner because I really wanted to leave that very bright and just have the smoky part in the outer part of my eye. And then very lightly I'm going to take that shadow in the crease and sort of bring it in a little farther. And then what you can do is go back into Painkiller and sort of bring that in and down and use that to transition that shadow down. Because I do want to leave it very bright. I don't want it to be as smoky all the way around. But this is just going to help it be a little bit more seamless. And then it's time for the fun part, the glitter. Of course, I could have not used Glitterally. I mean, it's the best name for a glitter ever. So this collection did not come with a glitter glue, and I don't have a glitter glue. So I was watching Tati, Glam Life Guru, I believe, and she said she used the Shadow Insurance as the glitter glue. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm going to take a very small brush. This happens to be this is a detailer brush, so it can be whatever you want. And this is by Real Technique, so I'm just going to I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to take a little bit of it on this brush, and then I'm going to try very, very carefully to put some of this glitter into the lid, and then I'm going to pick it up from the lid. Where we put that silver color, I'm going to pack that glitter on. And with glitters, you don't want to swipe, you want to just press and lift. And then put that on there. And my whole face is glittery, so I'm going to take that makeup wipe from before and just clean up all of that fallout. Okay, now moving on to eyelashes. This would not be inspired by Nikki if it didn't have fake lashes in it. So I picked up these Flirty lashes by Kiss, and they are so fluffy and big, and I've had stuff like this, but I didn't have any on me, so I knew I had to go out and pick up something really full and really fun. I'm going to start off by curling my lashes and putting on I'm going to start off by putting on my mascara and curling my lashes using the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. My eyes are so green. Holy cow. And I'm only doing the top because we still have to go in and put on concealer and smoke out that lower lash line, so I'm not going to put mascara on the lower lashes just yet. Woo! Intense. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the face. Starting off, I'm going in with my Rimmel London Match Perfection Foundation on a beauty blender. And then going in with my concealer. This is the NYX HD Concealer in 01. And I'm using this technique that I learned off of Nikki's new video that she posted the other day, which is putting the concealer right above the bone, headed up towards the under eye, because she was saying that if you glue like a lot onto that under eye area, it will set into those creases. So I'm trying this technique out. I'm gonna see. Okay, and then we are going to bake using the Airspun loose face powder. What is happening? I really hope I got all of that in shot. And of course, just taking that damp beauty blender to do this. We're going to go back into the palette and taking the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm going to use that to contour today. I've really been enjoying this. I've never invested in any of the chocolate collection, none of the chocolate bars, none of the chocolate bronzers, and I really like this color. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I think it's a great color to have in a palette, and every time I open it I smell chocolate, so I'm not mad. And then we're just going to go ahead and bake that contour as well. And now while everything is baking, I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown. Alright, to kick off that bake, I'm going into the Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dolce de Leche, and I'm taking that highlighter shade, if I get it open, and I'm going to use that powder to kick off the bake. I'm going to let my under eyes bake for a little bit longer while I clean up my contour. Apparently on my nose too. Okay, and now for blush. I'm going to go in, I'm not going to use the blushes from the Power of Makeup collection. If I'm at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about my feelings of the collection as a whole and my opinions on the palette, so you can wait for that. But for blush, I'm just going to go into my Becca Jaclyn Champagne Glow palette, and I'm going to take the Amaretto blush right here. Okay, and then for highlight, I'm going to go in with Champagne Truffle, this highlighter that is in the Too Faced palette. And this was actually a eyeshadow that Nikki used to use as a highlighter. So when they asked her what she wanted to use, she was like, Champagne Truffle. So it is a beautiful, like, pinky, silvery highlight. It's freaking gorgeous. Okay, so the face is done. We got this glow happening. It's very pretty, and now we're just gonna finish off the eyes and then the lips. So going in with one of the Precise brushes that still has a little bit of product on it, if I can't find it. We're just gonna smoke out that lower lash line. I'm going to go in with my Marc Jacobs. This is the gel, what is it called? Highliner Gel Crayon. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my waterline. Okay, so I never, ever, ever, ever line my waterline in black. I did it today because I wanted this look to be really smoky and really black, and I am actually happy with how it turned out. So now for lips. I have no freaking clue what to do. So I mixed a whole bunch of things together, starting off with my Trustique Nantucket Nude Matte Lip Crayon, and then putting my Bobbi Brown Uber Beige lipstick all over it, then taking my ColourPop Chi lip liner to put some dimension into the lips, then taking my sleek Berry Burst crayon, I put that on the outer corners. Figured it out. And then of course, just setting everything, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So just to recap on how I feel about the collection as a whole. So I think that you get a really great value for everything that you get. You get, oh my gosh, you get a lot of stuff in this. You get a palette with 9 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a highlighter, and a bronzer. You get a shadow insurance, a full-sized eyeliner, a limited edition mascara, and a glitter pot. That is a lot, and that is really great for only $56. My drawbacks with this palette. I am not happy with the 2 blush shades. They are beautiful, don't get me wrong. They are very pretty. I'm not a super pink person. I just don't use this color at all, and because I have pink undertones in my skin, I can't really use peach colors on me, so I won't ever use either of these 2 blushes, so those kind of are just like throwaway things for me. Like, I wish that I could depot them out of this palette and put them in a magnetic case to use in my professional kit. I don't think I could do that without ruining them though, which is unfortunate. And then just another personal thing, I can't use the Better Than Sex mascara because I'm allergic to it, so that's fine. That's gonna go right into my professional kit, and that's a fun mascara that I can have in there. I think the shadows are really pretty. This shadow right here is my least favorite one just because it really just comes off as a silvery pink shade. If I was gonna change this color, I would make it more of like a matte pink or just like a shimmery pink shade rather than something that's basically like pure glitter when you already have 2 pretty shimmery shades in here. But as a whole, I do really enjoy this palette. I don't regret purchasing it. I'm not planning on returning it. It is the perfect size. It's so thin and it has pretty much everything you could need in it. It's a great thing to just throw in your bag and go for traveling. So I definitely think it is worth the money if it is still out there. I definitely recommend getting it. Those are just my personal opinions based on my skin tone and what I use, but I will definitely be using this. You can definitely look forward to seeing this being used as we go into the fall because there are a lot of great warm looks, especially with these 3 colors and maybe incorporating this purple that I can get for the fall and the winter as well. That is everything I have for you today, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below and let me know what types of videos you would like to see in the future. As always, my social media is going to be down in the description box, and I just realized that I never tell you guys when I upload. My upload schedule is every Wednesday and Sunday. I try and get my video up around 10 a.m., but some days like today, my video is currently exporting and it is not up yet, and it is currently 12:37. So Wednesday's video is going up a little late this week, but that's okay. So yeah, that is everything I have for you today, guys. I hope to see you soon. Bye! I really like this look. I think it's really pretty.